Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. My name is Rubby Huang, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 point guards in the league today. Now today, I'm going to be going over 3 things: offense, defense, and their effect on their team. There's also going to be some guidelines to this. Number 1, they have to be a pure point guard. So I'm talking about my Luka Doncic and my Ben Simmons. None of that. Number 2, they must be playing the majority of the year. So Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, they're out of the picture. They have been injured the entire year pretty much and have not played enough games to be considered. Now first, I want to do my honorable mentions, with number 1 being Devontae Graham of the Charlotte Hornets. Devontae Graham is having a pretty awesome season, comparing he was pretty horrible last year, but he's probably going to be winning the most improved player of the year. My second honorable mention has to be Trae Young, and yes, people might want Trae Young to be on that list, but his lack of defense for his team is really holding him back, and also how they're 15th in their conference also isn't a good sign at all either. My final honorable mention has to be Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets, as surprisingly he's been one of the most underrated point guards I've seen in the league. The Denver Nuggets are in 3rd place right now in their conference, and they're surprisingly doing pretty well. So anyway, let's get on to the list. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Ja Morant, the potential Rookie of the Year. For a rookie, Ja Morant has been having a pretty great season, scoring about 19 points and having about a 37% from the 3-point line. Ja Morant's effect on the Memphis Grizzlies is pretty crucial, as they traded away Mike Conley in exchange for Ja Morant. Now Ja Morant is surprisingly doing better than Mike Conley, and it's also leading his team into a good playoff position. Number 4 on the list is going to be Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors. He's having a pretty solid year this year, as he's an all-star and also one of the best defensive point guards in the league. His scoring can sometimes be a little inconsistent, especially in the playoffs, but in terms of his team play, it's one of the best in the league, as the Toronto Raptors are in 2nd place in their conference. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Kemba Walker of the Boston Celtics. Now obviously he's having one of them transition years and his stats may be down from last year, but still, he's having a pretty solid season this year. Even with this transition, Kemba Walker is still averaging about 22 points per game, which is pretty nice comparing that he's moving from an entirely new system, as they had to kick Kyrie Irving out of the Boston Celtics in order to make room for him. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Russell Westbrook, the triple-double machine of the Houston Rockets. Also, another transition year for him, as he has to deal with this new system, including his old buddy James Harden. It's pretty surprising how both of them are managing to share the ball and still put up so many points. Like, it's insane almost. Russell Westbrook still has to be one of the most athletic players in the league. Yeah, yes, his 3-point shooting may not be consistent, and also his offense may also not be consistent. But still, he is one of the best two-way players in point guard. Coming in at number 1 has to be Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian Lillard is probably one of the most clutchest players in the league and is also averaging 29 points per game. His 3-point shooting is on fire, and especially from how deep he's been shooting, it's almost amazing. Now, there are some controversies on whether they're going to make the playoff this year, but honestly, that's not to blame on Damian Lillard. I believe that's just on his team. So anyway, that's going to wrap up the video for today. Thank you for watching. If you want to, you can like and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys later. Peace.